Hey, what's going on, Z Nation? Zaid here, ZSPN, and today, guys, we're going to be talking about the Los Angeles Lakers as it concerns their second scrimmage game. It was against the Orlando Magic, and guys, this was one of these type of performance that I somehow am picturing how the Lakers would play when it comes to the restart of the regular season, and they got to win against the Orlando Magic. Now, I know this is just a scrimmage game. It's sort of like a preseason game type of scenario, but I love the way the Lakers played in today's game, and a couple of players in mind that showed a lot of glimpse of being an X factor that I'm going to get into when it comes to that particular player. And guys, let's just get right into it. I mean, I just really can't wait to talk about how the Lakers played in today's game, and let's just get right into it. So, guys, with this win that the Lakers got against the Orlando Magic in the second scrimmage game, it was entertaining to watch. I mean, all around, when it comes to the Lakers in tonight's game, it was very entertaining to watch. Now, I know it was against the Orlando Magic. I mean, this is one of those teams that are not really a good team themselves. I mean, I know they are potentially going to fight for a playoff run or something like that. I'm not sure if they're in a seat somewhere. I forgot what seat they're on, or if they're competing for an 8th spot or something like that. But they're in that qualification for those 22 teams to participate in the NBA restart. So either way, the Lakers, either if it was an easy win or if it was a bit challenging, because it was 119 to, I believe it was 117, something like that. Like always, I'll put the stats and the correct scoring on this video so you guys can check them out. But other than that, when it comes all said and done, I mean, the Lakers in general, they came to play. I mean, a lot of great teamwork overall when it comes to the Los Angeles Lakers. Starting from the guy that we all expected to be the X factor and the third option in Kyle Kuzma, who had 25 points, 7 rebounds, and I believe he made 3 threes to gain the Lakers some momentum when it comes to throughout this game. And this is something that I always wanted to see from Kyle Kuzma, the expectations that we all expected from him. I mean, the guy to be that third option when somebody like LeBron James needs to take a breather, or if Anthony Davis needs a little bit of leniency to not be so much on attack mode and need to have that sort of reliance. And that was Kyle Kuzma tonight. And honestly, with his performance, he really went all out tonight. And I just hope, I'm praying that Kyle Kuzma brings that momentum and that mentality when it comes to the NBA restart next week, especially against certain teams that we're going to be going up against in those 8 games that are going to be in place for not just the Lakers, but all teams that are competing in the NBA restart. So with that, kudos to Kyle Kuzma. He came to play. He was ready to go. And I just hope to see more from him. So great job tonight for Kyle Kuzma. LeBron James, he had 20 points out there tonight, and I believe he had 7 assists. Continuing to show his veteran leadership, on the court and outside of the court. And shout out to LeBron James for his speech that he made a couple of days ago when it came down to social injustice, including getting justice for Breonna Taylor. Guys, in these certain times, certain things needs to be implemented when it comes to social injustice. And what better way for LeBron James and the rest of the NBA to show their support and bring awareness for social injustice? It would be at this platform that they're in, and that is playing in the NBA and playing on the courts and doing interviews similar to what LeBron did when it came to the post-game interviews and stuff like that. So kudos to LeBron James. He's really the voice when it comes to bringing out social injustice and speaking out for injustice in this country. So I really appreciate LeBron James for doing so. But other than that, when it comes to tonight's game, he was just basically being that playmaker out there with 7 assists, like he has always been doing so throughout this season. He's leading a career high with 10 assists a game. He just really shows that MVP caliber performance that he's been always showing throughout his career, and particularly in this year's with the Los Angeles Lakers. And basically it has to do with the help of Anthony Davis, which, by the way, he had 9 points, and I believe he had 10 rebounds, and I think he had 2, maybe 1 block out there tonight. He did suffer a poke in the eye, so he's getting evaluated for his eye that somebody poked his eye with. So I hope it's not anything. Hopefully, it's not anything like threatening or anything like that. But hopefully, a speedy recovery for Anthony Davis when it comes to his eye issue. But he showed his ability out there. I mean, I'm not disappointed of his performance. He gave 10 rebounds out there, and guys, I have to say, he does make a huge argument when it comes to him getting Defensive Player of the Year. Okay, throughout this season, been showing a lot of defensive ability out there, and it just shows. And you never know, things might not go our way when it comes to if LeBron's getting MVP or Anthony Davis is getting Defensive Player of the Year. We're not sure what's in the mindset of those voters, but it is what it is. In my eyes, I see LeBron James getting MVP and Anthony Davis getting Defensive Player of the Year. But, we cannot always get what we want. But, if we go either way, I'll be fine with it. But, Giannis is doing pretty good for himself this year as well. So he's in the conversation for MVP, and he rightfully deserves so himself. So, but that's just coming from a fan's perspective. But, it is what it is. But overall, good job tonight for LeBron James and Anthony Davis. Hopefully a speedy recovery for Anthony Davis. When it comes to the rest of the Lakers squad, surprisingly, a great performance from KCP. He had 17 points, and I believe he had 2 steals out there tonight. He showed a lot of his ability out there and his presence on the court, better than what he showed in the last scrimmage game. So, a lot better performance. I mean, obviously, guys, we're going to keep on going back to who they played against, and that was the Orlando Magic themselves. I mean, they are not a really good, talented team themselves. And I guess this is just one of those type of games that it was just easy for the Lakers to get a W in. So, overall, KCP, he just came to play with 17 points, so great job on his end. And guys, I just have to say, a great combination of good ball handling from J.R. Smith in today's game. I mean, it was very entertaining to see the combination of him, when LeBron passes J.R. Smith to the ball and then him passing it to Dwight Howard. I mean, just see this clip and you will know what I'm talking about. Check this out.
Just watch him now. Watch the confidence that never wavers. Dwight Howard, a man never lacking confidence, throws that one down. Just watch him now.
So, guys, with that, I mean, it was a great performance overall for Dwight Howard, and a little bit from J.R. Smith being that sort of playmaker, facilitator in tonight's game. Doing so, with the combination of LeBron James and Dwight Howard. We can really basically see that from J.R. Smith on occasion when it comes to that. I mean, it was such a beautiful move to Dwight Howard, and with his performance tonight, 9 points, 8 rebounds, and I believe he had maybe 2 or 1 block out there tonight. This is the type of performance that we always wanted from Dwight Howard from the beginning. Once he signed with the Los Angeles Lakers, he rejoined in Los Angeles with the Los Angeles Lakers. I mean, this is what we all expected from him, grabbing those rebounds and just being a good defender out there, and with a little bit of offensive ability as well. So great job tonight for D. Howard out there tonight. When it comes to the rest of the Lakers squad, I mean, when it's all said and done, I mean, Dion Waiters showed that he is ready to go. I mean, with the Los Angeles Lakers, I mean, he is just basically ready. I mean, the guy scored 12 points out there tonight, and continuing to show that he shows a lot of his experience out there, being in the league for so long, and he has the ability to shoot. And what we witnessed in the last scrimmage game is just nothing compared to this particular performance. And hopefully we can see more from Dion Waiters when it comes to that. And I know he was starting for the Los Angeles Lakers, but you never know. He could go back to being that sort of coming off the bench type of scenario. And either way, Dion Waiters, at any given moment, he will give you a great performance at any given moment. So great job tonight for Dion Waiters. And then when it comes to the rest of the Lakers squad, I keep on saying that, but so far I saw a lot of great performances all around when it comes to this Lakers team. Quinn Cook continued to show his presence out there. I mean, he scored 9 points out there, continuing to show that he is a guy that the Lakers could rely on when it comes to his ability to score and to be a good ball handler when LeBron is sitting out. And without Rajon Rondo, we had to really rely on certain players like a Quinn Cook or potentially an Alex Caruso, which, by the way, he did suffer an injury, I believe, a couple of days ago, but hopefully it's not anything serious, and he will return with the Los Angeles Lakers pretty soon. But Quinn Cook showed his ability out there, so great job on his end. And then when it comes all said and done, I mean, JaVale McGee showing his presence out there as well. Similar numbers to a Dwight Howard situation, but at the end of given moment, this is what we all expected from JaVale McGee, to grab those rebounds and show a lot of similarity to Dwight Howard. But for him especially, he shows a lot of athleticism. And I'm not saying that Dwight Howard doesn't have that as well, but he shows more of that in the beginning of games, and that's what we all expect from JaVale McGee. So overall, guys, when it comes to the Lakers, it was just a great performance overall. I mean, especially from Kyle Kuzma, who really showed his ability out there and, just really balled out. I mean, 25.7 rebounds. I mean, the guy could be that third option for the Los Angeles Lakers and, be the X factor, if you will. So, overall, the Lakers came to play, and hopefully when it comes to the more scrimmage games to come, the Lakers will just be, just having a little bit of a loosening of how they'll play when it comes to the next week, when it comes to them playing in the at the start of the NBA restart, and that's against the LA Clippers. So it's going to be all on the line when it comes to that particular game, and when it comes to those rest of the 7 games that are going to be implemented with the LA Clippers being a part of that. So hopefully the Lakers are just ready to go and have a good mindset moving forward. And at the end of the day, at any given time, hopefully, the Lakers just come ready to go and play Lakers basketball once again, and just show that they are the team to not just beat teams here and there, but to go to the playoffs and eventually winning us an NBA championship this year. And I just really can't wait for that, and I'm anxious that will happen. So guys, please comment down below, like, subscribe to the channel, share my videos all over Facebook, Twitter, all the good social media stuff, and please give me your thoughts about tonight's game. What you think about the Lakers performance? Did you like it? Did you dislike it? What do you think about the performance of Kyle Kuzma, Dion Waiters, the combination of J.R. Smith to Dwight Howard situation? Could we expect more from that going forward? And how'd you like the performance of LeBron James and basically all the Lakers, really? So please give me your thoughts about that in the comment section down below. Like this video, subscribe to the channel, make sure to like all my social media sites, Facebook, ZSPN, and of course like all my social media sites as well, and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you all in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Go Lakers. Take it easy, guys. Stay safe out there.